We're at Progressive Field, the home of the Indians, the site of the 90th Midsummer Classic for the Sirius XM All-Star Futures game as the National League takes on the American League here on MLB Network. A look at the National League starting lineup. Pache is leading off, playing center field. Carter Kieboom, we've seen him in the big leagues already with the Washington Nationals. Taylor Trammell is a great pregame interview with Heidi Watney. On the mound for the American League squad is Deivi Garcia. Jim Callis, tell us a little bit about the right-hander.
Yeah, he's been on fire in June, struck out 15 in one game, was part of a combined no-hitter in another.
Once again, we're playing 7 innings tonight at Progressive Field.
Ooh, hey.
And a nice start for Deivi Garcia.
Mercy. Those last 2 balls were painted on the corner with no played into his style. If you watch Trey Turner, that's what Trey does a lot.
This is skied to shallow left. Out to go get it is Franco for the second out.
What about him? What's
away.
that up?
The bat speed, we saw him miss that. We'll come back and talk about him later, but he's an athlete.
Well, this is exactly what Jim Thome wanted. Deivi Garcia gives a 1-2-3 effort in the top of the first. Callis, this lineup is stacked.
Well, I mean, anytime you start off your lineup with 3 of the top 5 prospects in baseball, batting 1, 3, and 4 is pretty good. And number 2 hitter was, top 5 pick last year.
You're looking at the starter for the National League team, Ian Anderson. He's 6'3", 170-pound, 21-year-old. He's in the Braves system, and so far in Double-A.
The same development path. He tore up the Appy League at age 17. He tore up the Midwest League at age 18. He's been promoted to High A.
Oh, the ball's in.
Caught looking there at 95. And I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Vlad yet.
Not necessarily, but that's kind of the game everybody else is playing right now.
This ground ball to first, and Ian Anderson, so far so good.
Now, watching Robert take BP today, I've been hearing about him from Jim Thome for the longest time. Watch him run on this ball. This is going to be fun to watch.
And he gets down the line. So far, a pitching-dominated first inning in Cleveland, scoreless between the AL and NL.
And sip my tea.
All right,
at my house. And I think that, when you go through, certain certain rebuilds, you still have to have those veteran ball players. Fire. You can't just have, 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds out there battle themselves because they don't know, they're trying to figure it out.
So this is in the movie. You will see it in the documentary. You got a shot of him sitting on the bench. It's an amazing story. We'll come back next half and talk about it.
We'll do that. That is Luis Robert making the catch in center field. We still have not seen a hit. The creme de la creme pitching prospect of the San Diego Padres. You see his numbers on the year. ERA barely over 1.
You see so many right-handers, sinker, and all of a sudden, he can't throw that sinker. And you've got to stay in there to swing the bat. Brooks Robinson,
got it.
Oh, picked off is Joe Adell. They're going to run him down, and that will be the first out here in the bottom of the second.
But you look at how many home runs would Hank Aaron?
And the generation change. These kids are big.
Evan White playing first base, drills this to left field, and it's caught. Ken, that was so much fun. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Thank you.
Hall of Famer Ken Griffey Jr. with us in Cleveland. New starter for the American League squad is DL Hall. He's in this ball game. Part of the Baltimore Orioles.
Surreal. Hard work's paying off, and I'm in a good spot right now, and it just makes me want to keep working.
Well, one of the top prospects in all of baseball. Wait.
Yeah, Heidi, sorry to cut you off. That broken bat just hit DL Hall, and hopefully he's okay.
He's okay. He turned enough for that bat to hit the head of the bat on his leg.
Is he quick to the big leagues? Are we going to see Gore in the next year, maybe?
Hey, I think we'll see him in the big leagues next year.
This fly ball to right, driven well. Adell back, and he makes the catch. Pitching dominating the 2019 Futures game.
Jim, you want to take it away and talk to us about Dustin real quick?
Yeah, Dustin may have the best hair in this game.
Wow.
As you can see that makes Clint Frazier jealous off with 98.
What are you going to do?
This ground ball to short, handled by Kieboom, as Johnson grounds
Based
out.
on the overall value he brings to the table.
Greg, he's Jim Thome-esque.
Up the middle. Will we see our first hit? Kieboom's throw.
What a play. You talk about athleticism. That was beautiful. Start up the middle, cut back on the bat, on the hop.
Probably does wind up at third if Anthony Rendon leaves. But it's easy to look at Carter Kieboom's bat. I love the bat.
Now you don't see this kind of pitching night in, night out. Guys run it up there 94, 95. You got a change up right there. Got out and was able to go down and get it. But the fastballs that I've seen up and in on him in this game, he wasn't turned on like I saw in the bench. If you watch the ground ball he fielded in the first inning, smooth as a cat. Watch him get down the line. Just put it in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Woo,
Oh, wait a minute.
play.
Nice play. They throw it on a second, but he's back in time.
What a play. I thought that was put it in your back pocket, base hit time.
Matt Manning bouncing off the mound makes a terrific play.
Great athlete.
First out in the fourth.
Big jump to make when you're wondering, can he still play a certain position?
3-2 pitch, breaking ball, hammers it into left field. So runners on the corners, 1 out. And the National League squad trying to score the game's first run.
And they've both been on break.
We've all talked to him at various times. I talked to him for 45 minutes one spring training. He's one of my favorite interviews in the minors.
And this will give the NL squad a 1-0 lead. Taylor Trammell has a knack for driving in runs in this game. All smiles, 1-0 NL.
Hope the DH gets voted in for the National League in the next couple of years.
Got hit again.
My goodness.
That was only 94. Last time was 95, so that was nothing right there.
Like, man, I'd come all the way down. They still got the mic on him? Let's see what he got to say now.
No, I don't think we want to hear. It's a family show, Harold.
Oh, my God.
That had to hurt.
Got the armor on, though. You okay?
New pitcher from the Royal system, Chris Bubich, 6'3", 220-pound left-hander.
He's more of a low 90s guy, but he's one of the best changeups in this game.
Well, I think what they want is a ground ball.
Oh, they're not going to get it. Dylan Carlson, line drive, is going to drive and run. And the National League adds to their lead.
It's nice. I had a great conversation with Dylan around the batting cage.
Only 1 out, bases loaded. Make that 2 outs. Chris Bubich strikes.
A lot of these guys are left-handed. And I hope that they continue to let these guys develop. There he comes!
Oh, stealing home! And they got him.
They called time, though. Didn't you hear time?
Taylor Trammell tried to steal home, and I think from the naked eye, it looked like he was safe.
I thought he got his hand in there.
Yeah.
I think he's safe, but I also thought I heard time.
There is no replay in the Futures game, in case you're wondering. Taylor Trammell trying to swipe home.
Look at what he did. He faked, he started to go back. Look how far he gets down the line. He's off. This is beautiful. He's safe. And it's the perfect play because you got a left-handed hitter right there. You can see it. There's a good look at it. Oh.
Here's a great angle. He's safe. Wow. Back to the top of the lineup for the American team. Wander Franco base hit to lead things off. Let's check in once again with Heidi Watney. Heidi.
For headsets on this one?
Yeah, absolutely. Do we have replay?
No, we're not. But our guys, if it makes you feel any better, our guys in the booth, they all said you were safe.
Oh, that's fine. That's all that matters.
You're making an early bid for MVP again.
Yeah, I am. I wanted to.
Why'd you go with that?
So these are from IBK Customs. So it has 678 my area code. It has my mom's name, Cynthia. My nickname from high school, if you know the movie. Yeah, me and Carter grew up together. So I mean, that was awesome. That was just like a little icing on the cake. Our moms are gonna love that.
They will. It's come full circle. I can tell these guys in the booth are just dying. They want to talk to you so badly. We'll just send it back to you, Greg.
Oh, thank you, Heidi. The kid is so good. Look at the next pitcher for the American League squad, Nate Pearson, 6'6" right-hander. And Harold, if you're a fan of velocity, you're in luck.
And it's going to save some miles per hour on you. You're going to get the bat head out anyway. There's some cheddar for you.
My, oh my. 101 miles an hour, 1 up, 1 down here in the top.
Is allowing the kids to make decisions and adjustments and challenges. And I think it's important that he called his own game in college. And it's really a shame when I see it in high school and Little League where coaches are calling all the pitches.
Yeah. Well done, Jim Callis. As for the young man that's on the mound, if I'm a Marlins fan.
When he had that snap to it.
This ground ball up the middle is going to squeak through. A leadoff single on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball from Sanchez. Is there swing and miss in this game?
There is. You know, he came into pro ball. He was more of a hit for average guy, and he's become more of a go for power guy.
That was the time I was hoping he'd swing and miss because Joe Adele was still, and I want to see. You got Bart catching, you got Dell still, and I want to see a little throw.
Like that? 101.
Williams is in the game out of the Brewers system. What's so unique about this right-hander, Jim Callis?
He's the only player in this year's Futures game who's not on one of our preseason top 30 prospects.
That's a great target to throw to.
Off the end of the bat, and this should end the threat. It is caught in center, and that will do it. We're through 5, the National League, shutting out Jim Thome's American League squad.
Here's my guy Diaz against the plate.
You see Singer's numbers. 7-2 record between high and double-A. That ball misses inside. So,
man, either I've been gone too long or this is really, really electric.
Alec Bob sends this to right field.
Nice
track
play.
Down, yeah.
Nice play.
Joe Adele makes the catch for the first out.
Yeah, fellas, as you well know.
Elliot Ramos at the plate. Diaz at first. Ground ball up the middle, and he gets through.
I think he was thinking about maybe how he's going to get that to the shortstop.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, he was there. He got there
a couple years ago and really liked him. He was a high school kid. I was out there for spring training. Ooh, nice pitch.
Did you hear that?
Nice
glove
pitch,
pop,
yes.
Jim?
I heard. I think we all know my relationship with him, and it's just been a joy to spend one day and be around the game and be around these great baseball men, no doubt.
Well, Jim, thank you so much. I know all your players will say the same about you, especially his pitchers, Harold, have been, well, like he was. Great on the mound.
Yeah.
Jaron Duran. Interesting player here, Jim Callis, because he's kind of soared up the rankings, right?
Super interesting guy. He's a guy who was a 7th round pick last year out of Long Beach State.
For you, did you accomplish what you were hoping to when you came here?
Yeah, I accomplished what I wanted to do when I came here when I first showed up. You know, I wanted to make a Futures game this year, and the fact that I'm here, that's more than I like right there.
Your dugout seems to have come alive. Look at these guys right here. Greg, look at what's going on in this dugout.
What is Ken Griffey Jr. doing? Is this ball shot the other way?
Junior keeps everybody loose. That's what he's doing.
Ken, you've got these guys.
Sign that jersey for me. I want it.
Okay.
All right, we'll get back
Harold
to the
wants
game.
you to sign the jersey, except I have dibs, Harold. At one word, guy that's impressed you the most. Just a name.
All these guys. I mean,
what? You know, it's usually like, let's wrap this thing up. It's been a great game.
I completely agree with you.
I ended up pitching myself.
So I think with
the slow grounder to first will be the second out.
I think as they start to see this and they start to get closer to the big leagues, and it's scary. He could be he's a little young-looking Andrew Jones.
This one hopper, Royce Lewis can't handle it.
Hey, two. No. My bad, Chief.
So with 2 outs in the 7th.
Oh, that's tough.
The National
Should've
League
sat
with a
back
runner
on it.
aboard.
Man, that sucks. I know, man. I was trying to get that short hop. There's a tough play.
I love that.
Hey, I was calling that too, man. What we got? Hey, my bad, G.
With time, you see all that as a fielder.
Come on.
He's got
Pache on the move, and they're going to throw him out at second base.
He ain't that fast, huh?
So a couple outs on the base paths tonight. Pache trying to do something exciting. We're down to our final 3 outs. Good kid, man. Really likable. Ben Bowden's on the mound.
The quick snatching Chuck back in the day over Kia 3-2. He's going to throw another heater. What a boy! Yeah!
Jim's talking about quick snatching him and hitting him over the board over the Kia sign out there in right field.
Down because so many guys were given extensions. They're going to try to boost their rosters for the years ahead. That almost got lost in the lights.
Being an established big leaguer. You know, if I'm Jim Thome, this is not a bad guy to have up at the plate down by 2.
Oh! Jim Callis! Oh my goodness, Jim! That is a moment.
by waiting until the end, and we'll go 8 innings. Make it nice and dramatic.
I'll tell you what, man, that was exciting.
Paredes shoots this in the gap. We might not reach extra innings.
It seems to get to third
The
base.
winning runs in scoring position for the American League squad. Entered this inning down 2-0. Winning run at second is Paredes. This one to left. Will it get down? It will.
Hey, that's a great play by Thomas. You know why? That's that tempting ball that we see on a nightly basis where a guy dives.
Dennis Martinez makes a change. Bowden out. Another Padre pitching prospect. Luis Patino is in. It's exactly what Dennis Martinez is looking for. Hernandez unable to make contact, and 2 outs now in the 7th.
I heard that all the time. Although,
stays alive on 99.
Although I was talking with him
You got that there?
before.
You got that there? No.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, me neither. Kind of reminds me of like MLB The Show right now, you know? He's just fighting. That's right, bro.
Oh, I'm enjoying this. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Royce Lewis at the plate. Luis Patino,
Man.
outstanding.
I'll still get it.
Didn't, but he was like dialed in. I should have been way on that ahead of Callis, saying, man, I feel like a hero right now. But instead,
Let me be a teammate and let you know why there's a runner at second base to start the 8th inning. This is a 7-inning game, and in this 1 inning we're going to play, each team will start with a runner in scoring position at second.
Yeah, he was just a first-round pick last year out of high school, and he's tearing it up. I mean, he's got, you know, quality, you know, another guy with quality stuff all over the place.
go to third. Oh. Okay, didn't get him over.
Joe Frisaro, our Marlins writer, but it's pretty, you know, you look at 50, explain 20 scouting skill.
Well, it's going to fall.
We'll explain it in a second.
And a nice play. Joe Adell and right. Can they double him off? No.
Guys, I talked about the athleticism of Joe Adell. That, I mean, this kid's 6'4", 220 away from him, and they're going to make him chase.
Breaking ball, but right at second base. Teo makes the play, and the home half of the 8th, our final frame, is up next. Whoa! To center field, it will not be deep enough. Lewis cannot advance.
Nope. Uh-oh.
Fly ball to center field.
You got to run on this one, Roy.
You have to, right? Nope.
Yeah, he's already in scoring position. He went halfway. He could have tagged up. By the time he decided to tag up, he may as well, I mean, to leave the bag and get halfway, he may as well have tagged up. Yeah, lower slider or something. Something off speed. They're taking in the moment.
Are they about to document a walk-off winner in this futures game? The 2-2 pitch to Joe Adell.
Oof, cheddar. Up.
Well, Luis Patino, tip your cap. Outstanding work.
Really good, really good.
And this game ends in a 2-2 tie.
I mean, you got to think about Patino as the MVP.
I'm with you.
Yo, Bobby.
I mean, what he did, he came in a jam when they had a chance to lose that game, got him through that side, and then the next thing you know, he comes back out in the extra innings. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling that, guys. I don't know about you.
I mean, you don't need him, though, if Sam Huff doesn't hit a 2-run home run.
That's true. That's a conversation.